Alright. Gonna jump interview at Burley Heads, 20 minutes from here. But last night I got a message. We want to get you started at a gym. Go get your
drive safely
indemnity insurance. So I got all that organised, and you know, got to get my car changed over to Queensland registration, and you know, run out of time with a lot of stuff. But I think that yesterday and today I uploaded all of the instructional videos I made in Thailand. I uploaded them to Facebook page and Instagram. It's actually a lot of work. And see, I tend to think people don't need a personal trainer every day. Just get the form right, get your plan right, plan everything out for people. The worst thing I ever did was to go in blind. What I mean by that is you just go to the gym and work out, but you don't really plan anything out. You don't set your goals or anything. You got to do all that. Have a spreadsheet and keep filling it out meticulously, so you know what you're doing. So, for example, when I started the gym, I couldn't even bench press 200 pounds. No, I think 80. Like a couple of years, when I went to the gym earlier in my life, I was strong. Then I got sick and my whole body just gave up. I needed surgery, everything. But the thing that I always remember is that when I tried to go back, I was so weak and broken. I couldn't even lift like 180 pounds. And I just was so depressed at my inability to lift even 180 pounds. And I just gave up again. I'm going to take that down, that noise. There's a car right behind me, 2 inches off my ass. Because I just don't want to have to brake and stop. I'd just rather slowly. But one thing with Australian drivers is here in Queensland, I find people like to ride the arse a lot. I don't know why that is. But so look, it merges into one. So this guy tries to squeeze up right behind me, and now he's 2 inches. That just don't. The one thing you've got to always remember as well. I saw a guy who was driving crazy in Thailand. He didn't realize that the guy that he was riding the ass of somebody. This guy's now off it, but the guy in front was massive. He couldn't see from his angle, but I was on a motorcycle. Pulled up at the lights, and the old man got out of his car. Well, 60 years old, but they have this, I don't know what it is, but if someone's been in Thailand for a while, or in, like, say, a tourist area like Pattaya, or a lot of retirement people, they've ran into 50 to 100 Thais who are naturally, 6 inches shorter and 60 pounds lighter, smaller frame. And I'll be honest with you, it takes a lot to piss off a Thai. It doesn't even matter if you're in the most red light district in Pattaya. If you're walking down that street and you just say hello to people, they're not gonna. They don't get crazy, Even security guards. I've sort of got access for some reasons to the back of the go-go bars and stuff like that. It's, not sure why. Well, I forget. I have no recollection of the event whatsoever. But even the security, they're like, no, just. But then if you turn them on hard, they're gonna, 50 of them will come after you. But I just remember, like, this guy, obviously this retired guy, thought he was a tough guy because Thais didn't, just told him to calm down. But I just remember this big guy just getting out of his car, and the guy just quickly just jumped back in. You never know. Don't do stuff that you don't know what the consequences of your action will be. So sometimes I think I should take my own advice, but I just find Australian drivers, they just don't have any calm patience. Relax. You're going to get there in the same amount of time. Alright, come on. Let's go. Okay. Sweetheart, you're not crossing the road. Nope. Chinese girl. No, she's okay. And then... there's another problem I notice also people do in this country, which is really dumb, is when you're in an area of construction like here, they will drive like absolute maniacs if they know the road well. You've got to be thinking the person ahead of you, the person behind you, the other person has no idea where they're going. And see, now I've got to turn right, and then I've got to turn left again. But all the cars behind me will do all they can to be fast. Makes no sense. Anyway, driving is, it's gotten worse. I was in Sydney for about a month. I saw a lot of accidents. Not Australians, just other people. And I was just thinking, it must be a bad image for Australia. Maybe then again, I don't think the Australian government really cares. As long as they get the tax revenue, that's the only thing that matters. Alright, so now what I have to do is be an absolute animal here and get this fucker to go. You must feel like a big man now to get one car ahead of me. Yeah, I mean, does that make you a big man? No, to me, it just makes you come across as being just a, does this make you feel like a big man, But yeah, when I got back into the gym, I couldn't lift anything, and my idea was, well, at least plan things out, So I put together my own spreadsheet, my own list of exercises and everything, started to work on it. And Now, see, this is the problem on the Gold Coast. Traffic from right up here. Are you kidding me? You know, we cannot sustain the amount of people we have in the country now. Why keep importing 500,000 a year, Labor government? Like, it's the most illogical, stupid thing that is going on in this country. What do you think is going to happen? And the reason is that the politicians don't have to suffer. They can legislate their salaries to increase 10% every year. They get personal drivers, drive them everywhere. They live in bubbles, so they don't have to really step outside. It's really, 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 you know, you have to live it to know it. See, I still wave behind. I still make sure I do all that. Other people don't, but I think it's still very important. But you know, we can't sustain. We cannot do it now. I think immigration should be on one condition: that all Australians are housed first. There you go. Now, this is why the government. You know, this is why I don't. And this is why people are pissed off right now. Now, when I say Australian, to all the racists who watch this, who are probably watching this, and they project their racism onto me, I'm talking about Australian citizens. I'm not talking about black people or white people. I'm talking about Australian citizens. You see, I believe that somebody born in this country is an Australian citizen. And you know what? People who I know say no. If their parents are both foreigners, you know, they're of the foreign. I go, you know what? That's a really good argument. I think you could, you know, there's a convincing argument there. But I like the idea that if a child is born in this country, that makes them an Australian citizen. But you know, I have a mate who's born in New Zealand. His wife is from Fiji. They've got 2 kids born here. I don't think they should. I don't think that they are Fijian or New Zealand. I think they're Australian. I think that they're Australian. Why wouldn't they be? They're going to be acculturated into. Whoa, jeez. You know, this is why you've got to be careful when you're driving around this place. There are complete mad people. They don't understand cars are big. Anyway, I do think though that we have to take care of our own first. You know, let's just also get this out of the way. The only countries where diversity and all this, you know, assimilation is being forced are liberal Western democracies. It's not going anywhere else. But why is that? I don't see the sense in that. Why is it up to? Why should Australia have to accept, you know, 1,000 refugees? Why? Tell me why. Because it's, you know, human. Well, I mean, fuck off. You know, number one, fuck off. Let me explain something to you. Nobody gives a fuck about Australia from the developing world, as long us, they're fine. So somebody like Kevin Rudd, an absolute dimwit foreign affair moron, yeah, he has a PhD, but really he's a lifelong Labour office worker. He doesn't really see he doesn't know what it's like to live in a Southeast Asian nation. He doesn't know that if we didn't give foreign aid to these countries, they wouldn't even give a fuck. They don't even give a fuck we exist when we give them aid. But we don't stop the aid, and we don't say, let's just do some cool stuff for Australians, like maybe Australians can own land in your country. We might give you then some aid. Australian politicians never push the Asia Pacific to do what they want. They buy them out, and just aiding the corruption, really. It's kind of interesting. Australia is so anti-corruption, but then support some of the most corrupt governments around the world, like with foreign aid. And no one really cares that we exist unless we give them stuff. Now it's different when we're talking about America or Canada or Ireland, Scotland or New Zealand, Britain. Well, Britain is going, isn't it? I mean, they've got blasphemy laws now in place. Australia's going to have them too. This is another thing with our freedom of speech laws that are coming in. If it is about violent speech that calls for violence, Muslim Australians, I want to know what's going to happen. What are you going to do? Are you going to reinterpret the Quran? Or is the government going to sort of sidestep this issue and just focus on the most minuscule amount of neo-Nazis who just gave up, like they don't even exist. I've never seen a neo-Nazi. It's so funny because I saw when I was walking around Castle Hill, like Castle Hill, God bless it, it's Chinese people everywhere, Chinese born Chinese, and also a lot of second and third generation, of course. But I saw all these flyers. I saw flyers on the ground. I guess from those neo-Nazis called the whiteaustralia.org. I think it was WHITEAUS.org. So not White Australia, whiteoz.org, I guess. I was going to really put these in the wrong place. Number one, I don't think anybody's going to bother reading them. They're not even going to understand what you're talking about. They're going to probably be talking about you like to paint things white, like but my God, I haven't seen any of these people ever. I definitely haven't seen them preach violence, but yet I can go onto YouTube now and watch a whole bunch of imams from Australia and still talk old videos as well, saying that they have to take over the whole of the country. I don't know if this is something that all Muslims believe. These hate speech laws. I don't know what's going to happen to the Quran. I'm very fearful that no one will be allowed to open the Quran and read it. I tend to think, why not? Why can't we read it? Ever since coming back to this country, I've had this feeling. See, I haven't really lived here for 20 years. But I've come back and I feel like things have gone way too far. We've got way too many foreigners. We've got way too many regulations. I have heard that the Labor Party has introduced around 1,000 new laws and about 5,000 new regulations in the past year. Like, they're basically legislating the lower socioeconomic and the middle class out of existence because they can't keep up with the bureaucratic state. But no one gives a fuck about them because they can import new voters, which we can't house, or they're forcing Australians into homelessness. Jacinta Allen, the Premier of Victoria, is on fucking camera handing over keys to a brand new home to a migrant in some housing support service. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a Victorian on the streets who doesn't do drugs, doesn't drink, who would need a home. Why the fuck did you import someone and give them the home when there was somebody already probably 10 miles away who needed it? You know, it's a very, very, very broken man. You know, like, I can't understand. This country is, where are we heading? What is the expectation? Like, we don't really have industry coming and blossoming and doing well. The only thing is real estate prices are going through the roof. The government keeps inventing or bringing policies to inflate prices even higher. But we don't have anything really backing it up. We don't see massive factories being built. You know, you can't become rich as a nation off property speculation. You need industry. You need to build things. You need to export shit around the world. No, the government couldn't give a fuck about all that. They're just going to introduce more bureaucratic red tape. I see more public servants than ever before. And I mean, I went into Service New South Wales. I couldn't even understand what the lady was saying. Like, what checks are there? I don't want her to lose her job, but I want to at least understand what she was talking about. Whoa, big snake. You know, I just don't recognise my country. I think that, you know, we had a lot of freedom. We had a lot. But why the fuck does the government want to shut us up all the time now? What have we done? What have we done? I mean, we didn't introduce the pro-immigration policies. We're not the ones that did that. We didn't ask for it. You just did it. We don't ask for you to spend $1 billion on Southeast Asian nations that don't care about us. This country, for the last 50 years, the infrastructure has not kept up with demand. But yet we keep increasing the demand. Housing. Yes, we do build new estates, but that's not enough. We need 3 times more. And do they really think, like, I heard that the Labor government want to import 1 million people, predominantly from India, to build homes. You think they're going to do it? Are you kidding me? I'm sorry to say, but it's not how it works. You just can't import people and tell them to build homes. They may not have the skills. We've just found out a lot of fake degrees from, like, India. You know, they're still in the country. They're not going to get deported. This government doesn't deport. Loves importing more than it needs. But I noticed that we sort of are we're losing our identity, and it's very dangerous because it only creates hostility. If you don't know who you are and you're in a strange environment, you can become very defensive or very hostile. And yeah, I don't know where we're heading. I really don't. I don't exactly know what the government wants to do, right? I don't know how this job's going to go. cars are speeding through. This guy's at, at 60, and this guy's at least 100. Nobody. That's funny is they speed up like, what the fucking, what are you going to do, you silly bitch? Jesus Christ. I had my blinker and you sped up and then you look at me. If you want to be a fucking gangster, get out your motherfucking car and drop me. Fuck, God, these people are nuts. I just think, be very fucking careful. Be very careful. Yeah, what are you going to do? We've got the parking lot now, bitch. What are you going to do? Act tough? Get out of your car and talk shit? No, you won't. Oh, they're driving an EV. Oh, that explains everything. That explains the frustration. Sad. There's too much of that stuff. And see, now I'm going to have to go in the right lane. Oh, man. I'm really, really not happy with everything going on in my life. There's nothing going on. It's just constant fucking disappointment. 2 minutes away. Oh. I'll go to the gym after this. It's so hot. There's no tie. Give nice space to cars, to trucks. See people going in and out around trucks and shit. Don't do that. Don't pull that shit, I seem to love to do it. Oh, it's a very exhausting life I lead, and no one's going to understand. I'm really getting to the point where I just don't believe in it anymore. I just don't. See how this job goes. It's probably not going to go anywhere. They're going to be asking questions and they don't. And here's the problem. A lot of these HR, they don't know what they're interviewing for. I notice this. They can't tell you about the systems in place. They can't tell you how they operate, how they function, who to split. They don't know this shit. They expect you to know. Every fucking computer system can be used in a very specific way according to the needs of the company or business. But they don't understand that. Because they've only ever done the one thing their whole life. So I'm going in there saying, look, I've used things before. It's just how what context you want to use. I don't use that. Fuck, man. I am so tired. I'm so exhausted. I don't even know how to explain this exhaustion. It's like, oh, why are you fucking trying in your life? You know it's going to fail. And it's not going to go anywhere. So why are you doing this? It's this voice in my head that just tells me this over and over again. It's really destructive. I wish it had like a confidence button. But no, they don't. You don't have these kind of things. It's just a constant depression that tells me, give up, motherfucker, because you ain't shit. No one gives a fuck about you. Anyway, a little bit further up. I'm so broke. I'm so poor. I've got nothing. There's nothing. Oh, it's getting too difficult. It's not. I just think that I'm just running out. I'm running on an empty thing now, and it means that I have to go. I can't do it. I don't want to do it anymore. Now I've got to park somewhere here where I have no idea where this place would be. There's a car behind me. Come on. You know, you get frustrated. You get very frustrated in this world, man. but nobody's gonna pick you up. That's the biggest lie the world says. No, everything will be okay. No, it won't. All right. Guess this is it. No, guess we'll see anyway.